My name's Chef Noah Del Toro, and this is Ojai Restaurant. Ojai was founded by Laura Moore, who's the original owner. It used to be, before she owned it, a bakery, and we still kept some of the bakery items, a giant bread oven in the back. And she started the restaurant off just bacon wrapped dates, and then it progressed from there to homemade gelato that they used to sell here. And then we just turned in more and more into a Spanish style restaurant. This year we went and we decided to change our menu a little bit more to make it far more Spanish, because we were doing a little bit too much Mediterranean. And now we've adjusted our paella to something that's more our California flavors. So instead of a traditional Spanish paella with a saffron, we like to do a green, almost chimichurri, cilantro paella with that lime that has a lot more bright flavors and also a lot more seafood in it. And we definitely brought in quite a few more Hispanic dishes and changed other dishes. Like our chili relleno, we took it back to having it filled with cheese, but for us, we like things more like goat cheese and all those wonderful things, and mushrooms, because it's such a popular thing here in California. I would say Ojai as a community is definitely a lot more peaceful, very hippie-ish. We love to be hippies. Lay back. God knows, I think the people in Ojai love to hike more than anything and do moonwalks. And I've never seen Ojai people ever really get aggressive. Ojai people as a community are just chill people that love to live a drama-free life. We didn't fully panic and shut down. We tried our best to stay open. And during that time, I remember Liz just totally stepping up, and she was out by the schools dealing with it and trying to get the other businesses together, and she held meetings here, and they just went over all sorts of things like what to do, how to fix certain problems, how they all were going to survive and help each other out. She stepped up her game tremendously during that time, and it was impressive considering everything. And she stayed fully calm during a time when everybody was panicking. So when COVID kicked in, and the first thing we did as a restaurant is we gathered everybody together, and we told them, like, there is going to be a moment that we're going to shut down because everybody is shutting down. And we first shared all the food at that time and toilet paper. That was the main question, like, can we take a little bit? It was like almost like kind of our little party moment, even though we weren't supposed to be doing a party, but we were all very sad and wondering how things were gonna go. But it didn't take long. It took maybe 2-3 weeks until we got the A-OK to go and do just to-go orders. And so we eventually sat down and talked about a menu and something that was easy, that can be done by 2 people in a certain amount of time frame. It worked out well for a little while, and then there was a moment where it started to drop, and we started having a steady pace, and then we got lucky with the hospitals, and we started doing food for the hospital in Ojai, and we catered to them, and that was 3 meals a day, and it was about 115 people, I believe. So that was keeping us afloat. And then after the hospital kind of dropped up, that's when Help of Ojai kicked in for us. You can do whatever you want if it's, these things. And as a chef, that makes me excited. And so I was able to create a new menu every week. And so far, I have been told by my boss that she has received nothing but cards of how much they love the food. So we create a lot of food for the senior citizens here in Ojai. My favorite thing about working here is the fact that we actually work with one of the local farmers here in Ojai, Ojai Roots. And so I will go up to his farm and literally look around and see what he has growing that is available. and I'm able to create specials out of that. And if I'm not using him, but I use him a lot, oddly enough, sometimes the owners and I will go hiking up here in Ojai, and Jeremy knows his wild veg and herbs, and so he'll be like, oh, you can use this and this, and I'm like, sweet, let's do it. And we'll create something crazy like a pickled fennel flower that can go with something like either a salmon dish or a beef carpaccio. And I think people here know I really love it when we use something that we can forage ourselves.